Parental discretion is advised.
What's up, guys? This week on the Wrestling Mayhem Show, it's WrestleMania. What do you think we're going to talk about? Stick around. The Wrestling Mayhem Show is brought to you by reggae music, because you wish you could be black, but are intimidated by rap music.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time.
Hey guys, it's a Wrestling Mayhem Show 363. I'm Sorgatron here from the studios, the Mayhem Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's WrestleMania week! What? Oh, and we're all excited. And I'm losing my voice apparently. Wow, where'd that come from? With me, as typical, is Papa LB, DJ Lunchbox, joining me.
That's right, folks. I'm back. I'm not dead, and I want to talk about barbecue, apparently. We're going to talk about barbecue sauce, different regions. Some people like a dry rub. Some people like it with the sauce. I'm a fan of Sweet Baby Ray's myself. Wrestle fan, I want to know what kind of barbecue do you like?
I do prefer the dry rub. I like a good dry rub on my meat, you could say.
You could say and do say.
Did. I did say it.
That's right,
Came out of my mouth. Just like other things that I'm going to be spewing tonight on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Hey guys, how's it going?
They're live from
Wrestle
San Antonio,
fans are a little
Texas.
cum fountain this week.
Yeah. Excuse you.
And also coming at us from across the town here in Pittsburgh is the Riz.
Hi guys.
He's got a golf club.
I'm going golfing.
Okay.
He's secretly Casey Jones.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's a golfer.
Ooh. All right. This is the Wrestling
Wait,
Mayhem.
Home run.
No, Sorg. No. Wrestle fan just said
It's
Casey Jones is a golfer. And we have to move him for it.
To slap you. I wish you weren't half a country away so I could
You
slap
guys-
you.
Turtle.
okay,
directly.
He's a
I'm
Ninja
young.
Turtle. And
I'm
sometimes
young,
he
my
uses
brain
golf
is
clubs.
spongy.
Jesus.
Wait.
And I need you guys to educate me. You can't lie to me and insinuate that Casey Jones is a golfer.
We didn't insinuate anything.
You did all
He's a
insinuate.
vigilante. Sometimes he uses cricket bats. Jesus, man. Get with the game. Don't you fucking watch cartoons?
What are those
Yes,
things?
you're young.
You're still young enough to watch cartoons. We're still young enough to watch cartoons.
That's right.
Everybody's still young.
Every Saturday morning.
Uh-huh. Yeah, fucking...
Unless Saturday
Ninja
night
Turtles.
Saturday morning slams on.
Exactly. Can I do my thing? Am I allowed to do my thing now?
Yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Go
This is
ahead.
the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thank you for stumbling upon this. We hope you'll stay. Go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com for all the news articles and TNA wrap-ups and all the stuff about this podcast. You can also check us out on Stitcher, iTunes, Spreaker, Blip TV, Roku boxes, and YouTube in video and audio forms. And you can also drop us a line at that email address.
Get time.
Got to bounce.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com or drop us a line via voicemail at 412-206-WMS0. We can hear your sexy tones here on the show. Also, you can buy the app, WMS Gold, Wrestling Mayhem Show Gold on your Amazon App Store or iOS App Store. Get quick access to everything we do here, including exclusive content, bonus content per each episode. Like you can find out why we're talking about barbecue so much at the beginning of this episode, and other things you can do with your mouth. But now, enough of that. Let's get right into it. The only way we know how to start a show with the fan mail. First of all, who wants to go first? We have a lot.
There's
Yeah,
a lot.
A lot. We did put out how many, what are people, are people as excited about WrestleMania? What's going on out there? I see, WrestleFan, it looks like you have Alex Carr's email prepared over there.
I do. So I should probably read that thing.
You should probably have at that, and I'll get the next one up.
I will. Hello, 10%ers. It's your boy, Alex Cars, with a quick look at Monday Night Raw, or as I call it, Raw is, huh? It was alright, but it wasn't great. And this was the go-home show to WrestleMania, so in a way, it was terrible. By the way, I'm really El Gran Azul. Wait, April Fool's is over. Okay, ignore that last part. Olay!
Hey! Thank you. And from the chat room, you wrestle fan, you gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's right. I have an email I want to read.
Oh, that you want to read?
It's my favorite one that we've gotten.
This
today.
is as opposed to the other emails, right?
Well, I also want to read that one, but this one's my favorite.
All right, go ahead.
Ready?
His baby.
Go ahead, and I'll get the music up here.
I am so damn hyped for WrestleMania! I have not been flaccid since last Thursday.
Oh, we're talking about that one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
From the Shireman. Amazing.
Excellent.
Fireman.
Sharman, we need to have on again so he can yell at us in person. Excellent. I got one from Mad Mike, who we'll, of course, listen to a little bit later here in his Mad Minutes of Mayhem. It says, greetings, Mayhemers. It's that guy that makes your women come, and we'll be partying all night at MetLife Stadium. It's Mad goddamn motherfucking Mike. It's that time of year that most of you hate, but I do it anyways. Mad Mike's Mania predictions. John Triton recaptures the WWE title from Roadblock. Super Shredder Taker earns, he spelled it that way, his 21st win over CM Druid. The I Love You Pop Express, stolen name. It said Pop, not Pope, I'm sorry. Will steamroll Jimmy John. Pope? I don't... Jimmy John, who are we talking about in that one?
Triple H and Brock Lesnar.
Thank you. The Bella Jar will get the win over Grand Funk Railroad. Get it? Tenzai was A-Train. Johnny Curtis beats the Sparky Robot Puppet Master.
Sparkly, not Sparky.
Sparkly. Spanky? No.
There's a difference.
Team Friendship will retain over Big and Zig. I think so.
Zig.
Del Guerrero will beat Mr. Murica. That's an interesting spelling, but Zig cashes in to win. The Marine 3 will gross more than Dead Man Down in the Intercontinental ratings. Yeah, it is. And isn't that on the pre-show?
Yeah.
Your two guys that were just in movies are in the pre-show. The Honor Squad will beat the We Had Nothing for These Guys. Yeah. Skip Back will Shell Shock Hall of Chocolate. Well, that's all the predictions. Hope you guys all enjoyed Mania like I will. White Alchemist ending transmission. Who's on deck?
I got it.
All right, Riz.
Good morning, Mayhemers.
Good morning.
I say good morning because it's currently 6:30 a.m. NWT, not WrestleFan time. And I'm sitting at my desk watching Raw. I went to sleep early last night and missed the end. Well, it's WrestleMania week. And, well, I'm not that excited. It's not doing it for me. The IC title match is on the pre-show with no sign of the US title match. I have no interest in most of the matches. 6 matches on the show are grudge/beef matches. Biggest show of the year, and the three of your titles aren't there. Really? Anyway, I would like to pose a thought for your brain caves. It took 10 minutes for the crowd to start a boring chant last night. Granted, it was during Cena's opening segment, so I won't bitch about them doing it. Here's a thought I leave you with. Imagine if huge crowds chanted the things they do at wrestling shows and other places. For example, church.
Or this podcast.
Let's go, Jesus. Let's go, Jesus.
Jesus. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not.
Oh wait,
I can't say that.
What are some funny places you'd want to hear a wrestling chant? Have fun with it. I'll be back soon. Chotch.
My Monday meetings. Back up in the middle of class. It'd be a lot of
the only thing that I could come up with is like, you know, there's like roller skating rinks, and then like you have people that are able to roller skating or ice skating, and you have the people that are able to roller skate / ice skate, and you have like the little kids that still can't do it or like riding the walls or whatever. Anytime someone falls down, there needs to be a crowd that just surrounds them chanting "You fucked up."
Yeah. This drained the kids' pity by chanting at him when he failed.
You're so mean, Wrestle fan.
That's what wrestling fans
so
do.
mean?
That's what wrestling fans do all the time, is cheering when people fail.
And by that explanation, it's very obvious you've never been a rolling rink. And
I have been.
And also, considering you're in Texas, there's no ice for the other. Anyways, moving on.
Also, side note from the second paragraph from Chachi's, I really want some wrestling promotion to make a beef match where they just wrestle in beef.
Beefy. You know, actually, I gotta say, like, he's complaining about there being beef matches.
That's kind of always what WrestleMania
That's
is.
good. That's better than we just kind of put these guys in a match. You know, there's a lot of matches that actually have build all the way up and down the card. You know, or even down to like really like Mark Henry, Ryback any other year would have been a throwaway. Man, I'll do something here. Even Fandango and Jericho have something going on. You know, it's more than there's a match. You know, there is beef because not everybody can get a title match. Although it's weird that we don't actually use the titles, but the tag team titles being defended. When's the last time you remember that happening on the show?
Daniel Bryan's getting a match at WrestleMania. Hopefully it won't last 18 seconds.
Exactly.
Also, to the chanting one in the chat room, Texas Anarchy says, at a wedding, she's a crack whore or you fucked up.
After the I do's. That's awesome. No, other than that, I don't know. Where else?
NASCAR. I'd like wrestling chants at NASCAR, because if you've ever been to a NASCAR event, it's so fucking loud that you can't hear the person next to you, and it would just further solidify how stupid most NASCAR fans are, because they're chanting away, can't nobody hear them.
We got
be good.
Awesome. Anybody else have any places there, Riz?
At work.
At work, just in general. At work.
Just in general.
I wish I had more wrestling fans I worked with. What?
I mean, Thin Mints.
Yes, you are. We hear the Thin Mints for sure. Most crinkly of plastics. All right, one from Doc Remedy. What? He says, said like Team America World Police, Mania! Fuck yeah! So,
I think you weren't supposed to include that first part, Zork.
Oh, I don't know. We read the entire thing. That's
true.
How we are.
That's true. It's his fault.
Don't tell Stork how to do his job, right?
Yeah.
I'm just making suggestions.
He's done this for what? 10,000 years now?
How do you think? Okay, I did get asked for the senior discount at the Goodwill the other day, but other
welcome to Wrestling Mayhem Show episode 200,568.
Mr. Oh wait, we got
suck my dick, Jimmy Pardo.
There was one more from Mr. Chachi, directed at Mr. WrestleFan.
Oh,
okay.
Number one.
Oh.
I'm an internet troll. I spend time getting responses from celebrities when I tell them to go fuck themselves. It's what I do. Number two, I change the channel when Ryback comes on. No need to bitch because I'm not watching it. Also, my bitching is funny. Your whining is not. Wait, does this mean you listened to the show last week?
Yeah. First, thank you for listening to the show, Chachi.
Yeah. He never listens to the shows.
One, I love when anyone's response to anything is like, that's what I do. I'm like, yeah, I know it's what you do. That's why I pointed it out. And two, I'm not an English major by any means, but the terms bitching and whining, they're synonyms. And what a synonym is, it's not a spice for those that may think. It's a thing. It's that two words mean the same thing.
Wow.
So, thank you, Chachi.
Wow. Papa LB, I think you have a email.
See.
No, that's the wrong language.
Ole.
See.
Ole.
Ole.
All right.
It's me. It's fan of the motherfucking year. Hey, it's at the Big PPC. Oh, I lost my spot. Immediately I lost it. Going to speak
right
in
after.
Russian as I scroll to the right place. Okay. Good show in Pittsburgh last week, eh? There is an H on the end of Pittsburgh. And if it wasn't tradition, I would stop reading the email right now. Riz fixed it.
That's the only grammar we have to respect here on the show.
That's it. The H in Pittsburgh. Seen the stars show in his yellow shirt looking like a big lemon. Mr. Yellow is in the ring awaiting his match at WrestleMania with the Great One. The People's Champ, isn't that DDP? The most electrifying man in sports entertainment history, Cena vs. Rock 2. He believes it is the greatest thing of all time. Pish posh, I say. Where did that come from? The Rock's time is up, and apparently John Cena's time is now. Wah! Rock got his own title. Wah! Cena keeps saying that he is the first person that Rock defended his title against, but didn't he defend against Punk? Fact. Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler is a great match. Two of my favorite is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. AJ Lee, not a bad thing either. Biggie Langston singlet is a bad thing, and it needs to be bigger, please, WWE. Yikes! Ziggler and Big E looking impressive. Fact! Why does Shawn Michaels have to come back every WrestleMania? I guess it's cause he's Mr. WrestleMania, huh? Shawn Michaels, everybody. Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Ugh. Just a thought, so Triple H is wearing leather jacket. But if he drinks and spits out the water, won't it make it on the leather jacket? I guess that's why he didn't. Or why he's the game. The game. So Miss is on commentary for a match with Wade Barrett versus Zack Ryder, and no woo-woo-woos or boo-boo-boos for Ryder. Ryder almost no reaction at all for Zack Ryder. Yikes, bro. Ha, damn. Barrett fucking Barrage. Bull hammered his ass. Fact. If Mr. McMahon is officially on Twitter. LOL Santino did April Fool's means Vince is mad at you to Team Brecky. Good stuff, but yes, Santino is the biggest fool. Mark fucking Henry, Hall of Pain, this is what he does. Domination, haha. Mark Henry likes to smile and walk away, player. I didn't touch you, stupid. What it do? Yup. Skip Sheffield. Reference. Anybody hungry? He's...
I think he's just making stuff up now.
I didn't understand a single part of that.
Also, isn't Domination Ezekiel Jackson's thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
Zeb Coulter versus Zeb Coulter.
It's an R, not the L.
Coulter versus Alberto Del Rio was interesting. Obviously, Swagger and Zeb Coulter got the beat down on Del Rio and Rodriguez. With the people. Damn Skippy, hippie. Let's just say the Funk Dactyls and the Funkasaurus and Sweet Tea were out there. The Funkadactyls have a match against the Bella Twins, and Team Road Scholars were there as well. Yes, this happened. That is all. So, The Undertaker is going to verbally eviscerate CM Punk. We will see how this goes, huh? And like it pays to WrestleMania, CM Punk dresses as a druid as he was before and attacks Taker when he goes after the fake Paul Bearer. Brilliant, Punk. Fucking brilliant. Question of the week. What match are you most looking forward to the most at WrestleMania? I think I'm going forward to the Shield. Stop it. Going forward to the Shield being at Mania most.
I forget you can see that.
Fandango. What?
I was doing that for my own follow.
Riz, I'm going to set you on fire.
The problem with Google Docs.
I think I'm looking forward to the Shield being at Mania Must. Fandango versus Jericho and CM Punk versus Undertaker. Hopefully Brock destroys Triple H. Till next time, it's me, it's Big PPC. Happy Easter and WrestleMania Mayhem crew.
Yeah, there you go. To his question, I don't know what are you looking most forward to, Papa Lunchbox?
I am looking forward to the CM Punk Undertaker match. I mean, yeah, he's old, but the Undertaker still put on excellent matches every year, so I don't think this year will be any different.
I think I'm with you with that. It was always something special with him and Triple H the last couple of years. Like, I still think, the last 4 years between Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And I think Punk, I don't think there will be any question about CM Punk after this match. Unless something really bad happens. What about you, Riz?
The U.S. title match. Oh, wait. No, seriously, I don't want to sound like a broken record, so I won't say CM Punk and Taker, even though that will be my favorite match. But I think this Fandango Jericho match could be a highlight, and could be match of the no, never mind. but still, it's Johnny Curtis. He won NXT season
4.
Whatever. He has talent.
Let's
So
see what he can do.
He's going to do it.
Really good spot to do that with.
I mean, Jericho can work, and Fandango can be pushed by Jericho.
Exactly. By you, WrestleFan?
I'm actually not going to go... as much as Punk Taker, the actual build has been intriguing me, I think the one match that I'm most interested for is the, like I mentioned before, the tag title match. Because I think there's a lot of factors that make it great, you know. The fact that the tag titles are actually being defended, and it could be a match that means something. Daniel Bryan's first real WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
Biggie Langston's debut. Like, there's and you know, Dolph Ziggler in there, and Kane, like, and AJ. Like, I think there's a lot of factors that's going to make that really good. And honestly, I think it could steal the show. It could be like a really under thing. Maybe not as opposed to like the 3 main events, but like I think it can be one of the top matches at Mania.
Excellent. All right, with that, I think that's all the fan mails, right? We got some stuff for later in the show, but other than that, so we have voicemails. We actually have 2 voicemails this week. We got one. We heard from him. No, we didn't. No. Oh, wait. We're missing an email. Actually, he sent us an email as well.
Did he?
Yes, I wanted to wait till after that one to break it up, but okay. Woo! It's Bo fucking Diggity. I followed Big E Langston, as you all should, because he's awesome. And Twitter sent me a few accounts I should follow based on following Big E. Twitter is a smark. Woo! Sorry, I almost missed that one. Bo F Diggity, the F is for follow Big E Langston, you bastards! And he forwards the email that came along with it. There we go. We see that we got Damian Sandow. All right, that makes sense. Seth Rollins. Okay. Believe in the Shield. Yeah. John Layfield. Brad Maddox.
Brad Maddox.
Where it has the great picture there.
He has changed his profile picture since then. And I got to say, it's a shame.
And Joey Mercury, who goes by WWE Mercury. Interesting.
Isn't he a talent?
Because he works for he works in NXT.
Oh, does he?
Mm-hmm.
What's NXT?
Fucking Christ.
That's so
God damn it. Sons of bitches.
To the voicemails!
I fucking hate all of you.
To the voicemail train!
One, they just canceled it.
Oh, Diggity.
Hi.
Hi, kids.
Hi.
Life-changing moments are happening for me.
Okay.
So I will not be on the show tonight, but you're going to hear my voice right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to bring a little guy into the world right now. And it's taking a sweet time to get here, so I'm calling you because, hospitals are boring. So, dear CM Punk, continue to do whatever it is that you want to do for the rest of time, forever and ever. Amen. This is going to be awesome. Other than that, WrestleMania has like a mid-card and Punk and Taker, and I can give a crap about Roxana and Lesnar and Triple H. So, dear Triple H, take your man boobs, go home, kiss Brock Lesnar on the mouth, and This has been Bo Diggity. The F is for fatherhood. Bye.
There you go. There you go. And we got another one.
Mayhemers. This is Matt Carlin, your old pal in the mainstream media. I can't be around to sit in the chat room tonight, so I'm gonna have to do this over the voicemail. I feel like I have to respond to the Russell fan since he disagreed with my email a couple weeks ago. I feel like I wasn't exactly clear about my feelings regarding WrestleMania, and this really didn't have anything to do with the Raw in Pittsburgh. Anyway, let me just sum it up real quick here. Last year, WrestleMania was the first pay-per-view I purchased from WWE in like years, like 7, 8 years. And the reason was because basically they promised me everything I wanted to see. I wanted to see Undertaker beat the bejesus out of Triple H. I wanted to see CM Punk get a big win on the big stage. And I wanted to see The Rock beat John Cena. And I got it. I got everything I wanted. Now, this year, they're promising me nothing I want to see. I don't want to see John Cena beat The Rock. I don't want to see Triple H beat Brock Lesnar. And I don't want to see CM Punk lose. It's just kind of sad, that whole situation. That's where I stand. That's why I'm talking about I don't want to spend my money. That doesn't mean I'm not going to watch it some other way. I just don't feel like shelling out $80 or whatever. So I just hope that clears it up. And Russell fans, good on you. Bold man disagreeing with me. I just want to leave you guys with one quick question for all of you to answer about Raw last night. I want to know which fan you would choose from last night's Raw as a fan of the night. Was it the little kid who mouthed the word bitch during the Rock promo? Or is it the guy who was auditioning to be the fourth member of the Shield? I like the guy who wanted to be in the Shield a lot better. He was pretty awesome. Yeah, be in the Shield. I only hope that if put in the same situation, I would have the courage to do the exact same thing. Have a great show. Toodles.
I missed these.
Toodles.
I missed these.
I think I do remember him. I gotta say it was the little kid because his parents must be so proud.
Exactly. Anybody else catch those?
I caught the little kid. I didn't catch the Shield because I was at work.
We're gonna
I did catch the little kid.
We're gonna have to look for those on the YouTubes. So definitely excellent. Now, all right. Typically, this is the point where we go to the Indie Minute. But first, a message.
Is that being canceled?
First, a message.
Oh.
And then we go to the Indie Minute. We'll be right back.
Could this have all been a grand plot between Vince and Brett?
There is documented written evidence that Brett and Vince discussed doing the screw job a week before it happened.
I think this is a contrived plan. It was the greatest work and the greatest fraud ever put on pro wrestling.
Everybody in the situation stood to gain from what happened.
We're screwing Time Warner out of $9 million.
And when the person who was the real architect passes away, I'm allowed to give the rest of the story.
Everything was on the table and open for discussion at that point.
Eventually something was going to explode.
I thought that was the beginning of the plan.
1,000 people see things one way and one see it differently, and one person may be correct.
There's no payoff because there's no money.
There was a 3-year payoff.
Best work in wrestling are usually based on shoot. It is still making money.
I think Vince wanted to get punched by Bret Hart.
What the hell? I saw him and he took a dive.
They're going to be so mad at Vince McMahon for screwing over, they're going to turn on the show and watch him get his ass beat by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It was the perfect launching. It was perfect.
Wrestling with Shadows provided a perfect narrative for the way they wanted these characters ended up to be presented.
You're telling me that things were so bad that Vince couldn't wait for that documentary to be done before telling Brett, I can't pay you?
Many very prominent people thinks it is very likely it was a work.
I think it was a work. I think that it's quite possible.
I wouldn't be surprised if Vince and Brett were in on it.
Let's work the entire world and create the biggest controversy ever.
I think the only possible way that there ever could have been a conspiracy is if the...
You believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see.
Montreal caused so much good to happen to the WWE.
Truth is really stranger than fiction.
Hey guys, so yeah, go check out the Montreal Theory. You can order that at sorgatronmedia.com and go check it out. It should be a very interesting DVD. But it's time now for this week in indie wrestling. It's the Indie Minute.
You get music.
That was okay. The first thing I want to talk about this week is there's an event coming up this weekend in Texas for our good friends at Anarchy Championship Wrestling. Their Peace, Love, and Anarchy event at the Mohawks in Austin, Texas. It should be a very, very fun one. The main event will be Evan Jalistico defending his ACW heavyweight title against a mystery opponent, as well as the debut of the modern-day hero Kevin Douglas, who has been making his name all throughout the Texas scene, will be there to take on the centerfold Matthew Palmer for the hardcore title. There's going to be tons of really, really fun stuff there with a lot of the best Texas talent. Also, the debut of the Hooligans, which is a breakout tag team in the Midwest. They will be taking on Jacobs Pliskin and James Claxton of the Takeover. And like I said, it should be a really awesome show. If you want tickets for that event, you can go to anarchychampionshipwrestling.com and get all of your information there and find out everything about Anarchy. So go check them out. The next thing I want to mention is our good friends at Ring of Honor Wrestling. They had a big event this past weekend in Asheville, North Carolina, for, I believe, that was called Ring of Honor War. And it was a very, very interesting event. A lot of cool stuff happened there, but some interesting stuff happened as well. For those who don't know, Charlie Haas has been a sort of a big star of the Ring of Honor roster for a little while. And he had an impromptu retirement match facing one of the local wrestlers, I guess, in North Carolina, and losing to him. From what I was told, he announced his retirement before the match. However, he wanted to cut a promo afterwards speaking about his retirement, but Ring of Honor officials wouldn't give him a microphone. So he cut the entire promo without a microphone. I believe some of the videos are available online of the promo, fan cam videos. And it was interesting. He made some comments towards Delirious, who's the head booker for Ring of Honor right now, as well as Kevin Kelly, that weren't so nice, I guess you could say. And it was very odd. It was a very confusing situation. But he announced that he was going to be retiring from professional wrestling. So very interesting stuff. And there, Sork has a bit of the video up there.
Sort of.
It's weird, and I want more. Hopefully, we'll find out more information about this as it comes out. I believe Charlie Haas has had some issues apparently with Ring of Honor management, and it's good. I want to see how it develops. So hopefully, I can update you with more information on the Indie Minute in the coming weeks about what's going on with Charlie Haas and Ring of Honor and all the stuff that's transpiring over there. So hopefully, I can give you some more of that information. And finally, this week on the Indie Minute, WrestleMania is this weekend. But that also means that a big event in the indie wrestling world is this weekend, and that is WrestleCon, happening in Secaucus, New Jersey. It should be a very, very interesting time. Sorg is going to be there.
Woo! It sells Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I want to be there. I want to be there. Like we've mentioned on the show before, look for a booth where we'll be pimping the Montreal Theory. I will have IWC DVDs for sale, and I believe Joe Dabrowski will be selling both his old childhood action figures and Prime Wrestling DVDs. So go check that out. Say hi to us. I think we're working on some special guests that will be stopping by the booth as well. So we'll see what's going on there. I know he's working on that, so maybe we'll have some Prime wrestlers or friends of his popping over there. So it's going to be a good time. We'll be at those. There is speculation of us showing up and doing a table over at Pro Wrestling Syndicate, but has not been confirmed. So if you're going out there, keep an eye out for us just in case. And I know there was one show we were potentially going to show up at, but that is now no longer a show. So, and yeah. There you go. So no, it's going to be blast. I don't know what to expect. I think this is the first WrestleCon they've done in conjunction with WrestleMania, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they've done a couple.
Well, they've done the shows, but I read somewhere I thought it was like the first WrestleCon they've done like this. But the list is look at the list. Hogan, Angle, Bret Hart, Ultimate Warrior, Jushin Liger, RVD, Kevin Nash, Lex Luger. Basically, everybody I have not run into in professional wrestling is going to be there.
Doink and Dink are going to be there.
Doink and Dink.
I thought Dink was dead. I'm not sure.
I don't. There were like 5 of them at one time. Remember? So. Yeah, it's going to be incredible. I honestly have no idea what's going to happen with this. I'm taking a video camera. I'm going to take my little video camera along, and we're going to see if we can score some interviews for the Mayhem show and everything. So
there were not 5 Dinks.
Okay, there were at least 4 of them, right?
It was Doink, Dink, Wink, and Pink.
Oh, okay.
I did not just Google that, but
so all right, so. That's all
awesome.
I got. It's WrestleCon.com if you're interested in what's going on out there. It is really, I did map it. It's like literally right down the road from MetLife Stadium. So, oh, and I also got a tip from somebody that's been to MetLife Stadium, I think for NFL games. It says, get there freaking early because there's a gate and then there's like another while before you get to the stadium. So yeah, get there early, and there's going to be more people than usual because there are going to be people on the floor. So it sounds like you want it, and it's going to start at 7. So
I believe so.
So go get in line, guys. There's a we got like 70,000 people going to be in there. Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
It's awesome. Yeah, and especially also at WrestleCon. If you are at WrestleCon, go see all the awesome people that are going to be there. Also, check out a wrestling event. There's going to be tons of wrestling events there. The Chikara card looks awesome. The Shimmer card looks really good. And there's also stuff from CZW, Dragon Gate, Evolve, excuse me, not Dragon Gate, $5 Wrestling. There's going to be tons and tons of stuff to do. So if you're in Secaucus, New Jersey for WrestleMania anyways, get down there and go check it out. Go see some great professional wrestling, professional wrestlers, and join in on the community that is pro wrestling. So, like Sorg mentioned, WrestleCon.com for all the information on that. Yep. And that, my friends...
Oh! You missed a pretty significant story this week, sir.
I did, apparently.
I think you did. It's not on the doc here. I pulled it up. Extreme Rising. One of the many groups outside of WrestleCon. There's a lot of other stuff. Two dates going on with Pro Wrestling Syndicate, stuff like that. Well, actually, 2 or 3 dates I think going on like the week, like the Thursday and Friday. I think it is with an insane amount of people, of course. But Extreme Rising will not be having a show. They will not. They have 3 dates lined up in Philly and one in Philly, 2 in New York City around the weekend, and they actually canceled all events across the board for the weekend, citing low advanced ticket sales, actually. So got me thinking, like, is there going to be, everybody's throwing their hat in this weekend. Anybody that could run a show in the New York City area is, right? Is this a high saturated wrestling weekend? Yeah, well, obviously it is. But...
to a degree.
Are we over the tipping point? Is the Extreme Reunion that can't get good pre-sales in Philadelphia?
Yeah. Well, may I also note, combined with all that, Ring of Honor is doing events as well.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot, but I think it's a good thing. There's a lot. There's going to be so many people in town for WrestleMania. It's going to be absolutely insane. I think people are gonna want to go to an indie show and see what it's all about. If they're there. Might as well. I I think, it's a great opportunity for wrestling companies,
I do, and I do like this idea that all these companies have gravitated towards whatever city WrestleMania is in. So WrestleMania is there, and they're doing fan access, and they're doing God knows what all across the city. And it really is like it feels like it. I'm hoping this is the feel that I get when I go up there. It's going to feel it's going to be like a giant wrestling con. Because wherever you're going to go, there's going to be a wrestling fan, and there's plenty of opportunities to sample different stuff. Kind of like this is the expanded version of what National Pro Wrestling Day was.
Probably, yeah. So. It's going to be definitely a bit different than National Pro Wrestling Day.
Of course. This is like, not like little chunks here and there, bits and pieces throughout the day. It's going to be like, Friday night I'm going to check out these guys, and then Saturday night I'm going to check out the con, and then this, and this. And I got fan accents for Sunday morning, and, however that plans out. Or you get the Hall of Fame, and there's wrestling shows starting as soon as, I think, Thursday, probably sooner if I looked at a few more calendars there. But yeah, it sounds like it's going to be great, and I can't wait to see what I stumbled upon over this weekend.
Absolutely.
So again, I'd rather not be in there in the working capacity. First off, I want to just go as a fan. And maybe next year I'll have the opportunities. I'm really kind of looking forward to maybe going to New Orleans.
Maybe we can meet up there.
Yeah, that's down your way. Yeah,
it's not too far. I want to make that WrestleMania.
There you go. I mean, maybe we'll do that. It'd be cool, Let's start planning now, right? But yeah, I think it's really cool that it's become bigger than WrestleMania at this point. Excellent. So, now
awesome.
Now
that, my friends, is the Indie Minute for this week.
Thank you, WrestleFan, for all that. Again, check us out there at WrestleCon for the Sorgatron Media /Outsource announcing booth. Of course, let's go check in what's going on the Wrestling Mayhem Show Gold app. Little tidbits coming from that exclusive content. And let's see what's coming up from the brand new RWA March to Victory 5 DVD that just came out. Covers, credits going to Alexander Cars out there in Long Beach. Go check it out. We'll be back. Mayhem Show.
They were still dicks to him, though.
Going on the barbecue thing, I have eaten a lot of things with barbecue sauce.
I wonder if we're talking about something else now. Fucking WrestleFan.
Next time, I want one of your DVDs. You gotta come down here, baby.
Privilege. Yep. It's their privilege to suck.
So do you talk to them while they're jerking you off to their mouths?
Yeah. Buddy.
No,
you had it right.
Did it really?
Yeah,
no, contingent. So. Contingent isn't right. I think it's contiguous. The Wrestling Mayhem Show is brought to you by Pot, because you literally have nothing else to talk about.
Hey, we're back, Wrestling Mayhem Show, and of course, hey, if you're on the audio versions, I know you really just kind of get audio when we put up those trailers. If you want to go check out the trailer, it's always usually the latest post by the time you're going to hear this, if it's within the week, over at sorgatronmedia.com. You can find that post for March to Victory 5, where you can buy it and check out that trailer in full in visual forms. And also, I've been throwing these in here. We've been doing these for a while, RWA wrap-ups, where we really kind of get in there. And the announcers kind of get together and tell you exactly what happened, kind of talk about what's happening. And there really is some interesting stuff developing between these guys outside of the event, in between the events on this. So pretty cool thing we do. You can go check that out again over at sorgatronmedia.com. Trying to do something a little bit different here and there. So, but let's do something that's not different, guys. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Ready for something the same and comfortable and a little bit like a memory you can wrap around you like a warm blanket.
So cozy.
It's time for Remember When. This week, guys, it kind of makes sense, right? WrestleMania is coming up. So what is your favorite memory from WrestleMania? I'm sorry, guys. I have to go with this. I know there's so much hate for this event, but for some reason, this is the one that always sticks with me because it was the most. It was as small as it was, as goofy as it was the biggest spectacle. And why do we like wrestling? Because it is a spectacle, right? And that biggest spectacle, I thought, was WrestleMania 9 as a whole. Probably the one, much like the Ric Flair Royal Rumble win, it was the one that I had the tape of that I wore out. Okay? It was just the way they did it at Caesar's Palace. Yes, it felt smaller. It feels like, what we saw at Wrestlelution, WrestleFan, doesn't it? Like size-wise, but you had Undertaker coming out.
The announcers
with a
came on an elephant, Sorg.
Yes, they came out on animals. They wore togas. They pegged it as the world's largest toga party. I thought that was cool, and I still think that's the best thing. I know people slam it so bad, but I still enjoy that to this day. I love it. You know what? I think I'm actually going to throw some old WrestleManias in the DVD player while I'm editing the show tonight. As I work, I'm going to have just old and starting with that one, guys. So definitely, just one of my favorites. So, what about you guys? How about you, LB?
Sorg, I am in complete agreement with you because that was going to be mine.
Damn it! I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I saw it when I was a kid, and it was everything I wanted it to be. Up to a point, I was a big Bret Hart fan at the time, and if I remember correctly, that's the Bret Hart loses to Yokozuna, Hulk Hogan shows up, wins the title thing.
When I was younger, I was a big fan of that finish.
Yeah, because it was okay because Bret was like, "Go ahead and do it," and if Bret couldn't win it, I wanted it to be Hulk Hogan, and it was weird, but anyway, but yeah, I remember watching that WrestleMania with my grandfather and just loving every second of it, thinking it was great, and I think that was the year that the Undertaker fought El Gigante.
Yep,
he got
it.
He won by disqualification. Why?
And why did he win?
Do you remember why he won by disqualification?
I do not.
They had a chloroform rag that they knocked him out with.
Oh my goodness! What the hell? So yeah, that would be mine. Yes, also WrestleMania 9. Oh, and Jim Ross and the toga, and Macho Man being carried in by oiled people eating grapes
from the virgins.
Magnificent. Riz, what about you?
I know we give this a lot of flack, but the main event of WrestleMania 20. Despite what he did,
you know what? We don't give it flack. We appreciate it for what it was.
Yeah, it was one of the better matches I've seen. It was the first triple threat match, main event for the title. Was it the first main event?
Probably.
But still, you didn't know what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
My friends didn't know what was going to happen. We put like $1 bet on it. I lost the bet, but it still kept you captivated in that match.
Mm-hmm.
And Benoit won. Let's just say that. But it was still a great match, despite afterwards. But everything in that match was good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Who didn't go? WrestleFan.
Hey,
look in your box of memory that they call YouTube.
Yeah. Well, because speaking of that, Riz actually stole mine. Mine was the Benoit win at WrestleMania 20.
I hope you cry at thinking about that.
Yeah, that was amazing though, because that was the underdog, and it told a phenomenal story. Like no one expected Benoit to win that, and it was amazing, and it was what WrestleMania I think is supposed to be all about. Obviously tragic events have changed that, but that's okay. The only other WrestleMania I can think of that goes down as my favorite was WrestleMania 22. That was in Chicago, and that one I remember a lot because that had a lot of my favorite matches. Mm-hmm. It had a lot of great matches on that. It had Edge versus Mick Foley in the hardcore match, if anyone remembers that.
Oh, that was a great match.
That was insane. The Trish Stratus Mickie James match, which goes down as probably one of the best women's matches in WrestleMania history.
Mm-hmm. Grabbing that snatch.
Yeah. And it was good wrestling, too.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of good stuff. And that's when I sort of hold near, and that was one of my personal favorites. So,
excellent. Thank you. And from the chat room, Alex Cars remembers when Stevie Richards won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 20. Huh?
And then lost it to Randy Orton at SummerSlam 2003.
Triple H versus Shawn versus Voldemort from WrestleMania 20. Mad Mike says, you guys, 3 words, Shawn Michaels. Zipline. Maybe 4 words.
Do you think he has still goes down as having the coolest entrance?
Yes.
Who's had cooler? Really? Who's had cooler?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anyone's had one that.
You know, I think Shawn had the coolest entrance, but I don't think the zipline was the coolest. I think it was his first match with the Undertaker, where the Undertaker just ascended from hell, and Shawn Michaels descended from the top. That was awesome.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
Loved that. That was perfect.
One that can come close is John Cena in the sports car.
See,
not one of the best. It was cool, but
it was cool.
I mean, maybe if you're a car person, I guess you got about that one. Ciro says Triple H's King of Kings entrance. It's a Conan the Barbarian spot, right?
Yeah,
that's another one where it was really cool, but I don't think it lives up to Michaels.
No. But it was definitely cool. Mrs. promo from 27 was fantastic. I agree. I've been watching that lately.
That was...
The You Can Hate Me Now. Oh, that was so great. Again, not his entrance, but I think that's when they debuted the giant inflatable awesome.
Yeah.
That they still wheel out every once in a while. So, all right, guys. With that, thank you for the. Wait, I'm confusing things.
You're welcome.
The minute. Show's over.
I almost said the minute of remembrance. So.
Greetings, Mayhem Universe. It's Mad Mike once again with your Minute of Mayhem. I was going to use a whiteboard behind me, but the room I usually do the minute in is locked, and I can't get in. But I was going to illustrate how you properly say Fandango's name, and that will be Johnny Curtis. So you have to accentuate the mediocrity. Anyway, TNA was pretty interesting this week. Not really, actually. It was a lot of promos. I think that's how it's going to be. It's going to be 1 week that's promo heavy and 1 week that's match heavy. But WrestleFan really should go to that corporate show because it looks like it's going to be damn fun. So, let's see. Raw. Oh yeah, WrestleMania is Sunday, motherfuckers. WrestleMania is Sunday and I can't wait. I'm so fucking excited. Raw, that being said, was okay. Well, I mean, let's give out Mad Mike's stars of the week. The 3rd stars go to Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler for awesome match, and for just the end where Biggie blocked the chokeslam. That was awesome. 2nd star, Dolph Ziggler, Antonio Cesaro. Why is Antonio not on the WrestleMania card? Can someone please tell me this? For that matter, why isn't Caitlyn and AJ on the WrestleMania card yet? Someone please explain this to me, because I need some very European WrestleMania moments. And the number 1 star. Who could it be besides CM Punk? I mean, my God, that is the way to end the Raw. I almost want to see Punk lose now, because, well, he earned it. Just a fantastic finish to Raw. It's funny, the match that's the most predictable, I'm looking forward to the most. Because, let's be honest, Rock could theoretically win. Because he's advertised on Raw the next night, he's advertised for Extreme Rules. He could win, he could be a champion still. Triple H and Lesnar? Lesnar could win. I doubt it, but he could. But yeah, Taker and Punk, that's just going to be so much fun. And, yeah, so, Mad Mike, will be all over WrestleMania weekend, all over. I'm going to Access on Saturday from 1 to 5. If you see me, see this smiling face, I'll be wearing a Macho Man shirt, I believe. If you see me, you say, "Hey, Mad Mike, get to chop me." Not you, Sorg, but anyone else. Also, if you see Sorg at WrestleCon and you want to say hi, say, "Mad Mike said it was okay to chop you," and he'll let you. You better, Sorg, you better let them chop you. Also, I'm going to the Hall of Fame Saturday night at Madison Square Garden. Get to see Stephanie McMahon and Duck Trish. That's going to be fun. If you see me at the Hall of Fame, say hi to Mad Mike. You get to chop me. WrestleMania. Don't know how early I'm going to get there. We're going to pregame in the parking lot. Do something. I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something. If you see me at WrestleMania, you get to chop me. I can take it. It's fine. But, yeah, so hope everyone enjoys WrestleMania weekend. If it's happened already, I want to say congratulations to Bo Diggity and Mrs. Diggity and Baby Diggity. The F stands for fertile, I guess. If it hasn't happened, then I guarantee that kid is waiting till the Undertaker's entrance. Alright, well, it's been a minute. Peace, bitches. Enjoy WrestleMania.
Thank you, Mad Mike, for those minutes of mayhem. And I just do want to clarify, if you do come at me, come at me, come at him, bro. Come at me, bro. At WrestleCon and say that Mad Mike says it's okay to chop me, I will then direct you and not stop you from chopping Mr. Joe Dombrowski. Just putting that out there. There you go.
Joe Dombrowski's a swole fella. I don't know if anyone would be okay of doing that.
Swell fella?
Swole fella.
Why?
Swole?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what the college kids say.
Really?
About the body that I don't have.
What?
Huh.
Yeah, kids are using swole nowadays. Wrap that around your fucking brain.
Yeah, okay. I think it's a Texas thing myself. Anyways, let's see. Now, we have some submitted comments from the unwashed masses this week.
Are we taking them?
What?
You said
are we going to, each take one?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll start. Because there's like 3 or 4 of these, I think. Oh, there's some more. Actually. All right, he submitted 3 of them here first. These ones are from Twitter. At WWE the John Cena says at CM Punk, "Hey man, I have got your grave. When Undertaker destroy you and your soul, you'll regret the day you mess with Undertaker. Hashtag WM29 shared via Tweetcaster." So there you go.
Next one.
Next one.
John Cena really has bad grammar.
Yeah, and capitalizes every word. How do people do that?
I don't.
I mean, this is John Cena we're talking about, right?
Yeah, he's educated.
He likes to yell a lot, so I think that's why he capitalizes every word.
Okay. Next.
From at MS_Shimanto at CM Punk. I can't think of what will the Undertaker will do with you, so get ready to perform GTS. But at last you'll slept by GTS. Hashtag felt in peace. Shared via Tweetcaster. Stop it! All of you, stop it. You are children. You are nothing but children.
Sorry, we're having fun with Google Docs. Last one here.
Riz is the biggest.
Riz, you want to take this one?
Hey, it's from our favorite John Cena again. At CM Punk, Undertaker is going to destroy and eat your soul. He's going to hit you Hell's Gate to shut your fuck up. Hashtag RIP CM Punk. Hashtag Raw. Slap on the Hell's Gate to shut your fuck up. Yes, that's exactly what it says.
All right. Oh wait, there's a photo.
Shared via caster.
And there's a photo, and does it load? Okay, and it's just a picture. it's just a picture of Undertaker looking very absurd. That is absurd. All right. That's pretty good. And there's a couple other ones here, real quick. I presume these are from Facebook. It says, "I wish Punk suffer at WrestleMania." Another one. "I wonder how people in arena believes all this. And a new section, best in the world, best comment of the week. "What a God of War moment."
Undertaker's Kratos, bro.
That's it, man. That's it. What a God of War moment. Wait, that's confused me because there's a fighting game called Gods of War. Anyways, awesome. So thank you, Bobby and Matt Carlins, for the unwatched matches this week. Now there is
somebody had a dream.
Somebody had a dream.
It was me.
Can you tell us about your dream?
I had a super weird dream.
Okay.
I live on the north side in Pittsburgh, and I dreamt that I met Bruno Sammartino in his bar/restaurant that he owned on the north side of Pittsburgh. He does not, in real life, own this. But he was really nice, and I was hanging out, and I think they had like Greek food, and they were awesome gyros. But anyway, John Cena was there too, and I was talking with him. And I was like, "Hey man, I got nothing but respect for you. You do good work. You're very dedicated and all this stuff." And I told him that he won me over, and I was on his side. And there were a bunch of like mid-card jobbers there, just hanging out at a table, eating and drinking.
Like Yoshitatsu and...
I remember Crime Time was there, and I remember being surprised that it was Crime Time.
Are you sure it wasn't the Primetime Players that was there? Because they're kind of...
I am positive, because I remember specifically thinking, oh, they brought back
the other guy.
The other guy. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm Lunchbox. I'm sorely disappointed. How did you pronounce that Indian dish?
Okay. First off,
roll
it's
your
Greek,
damn
and I
R,
pronounced it gyro.
Gyro.
Yeah, I know it's pronounced gyro, but I pronounced it gyro.
Is that how Shad Gaspard pronounced it?
Indian.
Is that how Shad Gaspard pronounced it?
That was his name. He was there.
They
were mainly drinking.
Did John Cena give you the Royal Rumble look that he gave at the end of the commercial?
Nope.
Like, was he chewing on some potato skins?
He was just eye-fucking me the whole time.
Who wouldn't?
By John Q. Cena. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh. See, I'm making friends this week, Sorg.
Wow.
For other reasons.
The gyro's pretty cute.
Friends with benefits.
So, rumored that Bruno, Trish, and Trump are going to be the televised Hall of Fame inductions, and no Foley.
I don't know. I don't see Foley not being in there.
It doesn't set well with me. It does not set well with me.
That's cool. Bruno's going to be in there.
Yeah,
I didn't expect Bruno to be.
Good for them to include him. I think he kind of needs to be. He's the top guy this year, regardless.
Yeah.
For sure. So, I'm really excited about the Hall of Fame. Booker T. Wow, Booker T's not going to be televised either. That's weird too.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is going to be there inducting Bruno Sammartino.
That's true. So that's the obvious one. You got Trish being inducted by Stephanie was the big thing where she proposed to her on Twitter.
That was kind of weird.
Cue the Shields music.
And Bob Backlund just gets left out to dry. This is
Bob Backlund,
Mr. Backlund.
What?
This is a really good class this year.
It is.
It's been really
there's
awesome.
nobody that you're like, why is that guy in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Booker T almost, but he deserves it. He deserves it, but it was a weird that he's getting in there now.
It was a weird kind of toss in.
No, it's weird because it's Booker T and not Harlem Heat.
See, I don't think it's weird that it's not Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat was a WCW thing.
Harlem Heat was better than Booker T.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Harlem Heat was a better tag team than Booker T was a better wrestler, even though he did have 6 titles.
I disagree. I disagree. I think Booker T was very successfully.
He's successful, and he should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
but so should Harlem Heat.
But that's the thing. The reason why Harlem Heat's not going to be in the Hall of Fame is the same reason why Sting's never going to be in WWE.
Let me bring it around.
He's not a WWE guy.
Let me bring it around. What tag teams are what tag teams are in there as tag teams? The Blackjacks. What else? Oh yeah,
Legion of
Doom. Briscoes.
Are Legion of Doom in there as a tag team?
I believe so.
Well, I'm
going through the Hall of Fame right
Unless
now.
they just inducted Hawk, which I don't think.
They inducted the Legion of Doom and their manager.
Did they induct Demolition?
No, I don't think Demolition will get inducted. Later down the line or something.
Did they?
I don't think so. I don't see them here so far. Still perusing through here. There's a lot of them before we get to the L's. Actually, it'd probably be under the Road Warriors, right?
Oh yeah, Briscoes are in there.
Yeah, Briscoes. That makes sense. I mean, teams like that. I mean, Mr. Fuji, not any of his teams. Paul Ellering is in here, like by himself. That's a little weird.
No, I think he came in
he was
with
the manager.
Okay, they do have the Road Warriors here. Ron Simmons is there by himself, so not like Doom or APA or anything like that. But he did something significant on his own, that he was the first African American champ. 4 Horsemen are in there as a team.
Mm-hmm.
They have not put like DX in there or anything like that. I don't know if they would do that.
I think DX will be next year.
You think so?
Yeah. I think Triple H is going to retire this year, and then
does that
he'll be in next year.
It's either going to be this year or next year or the year after, because NWA has to get in there too.
So that's the other question. Yeah. Well,
that's the same thing with Harlem Heat, though. They're WCW.
No, I don't think WCW is a thing. So 4 Horsemen were never in WWE.
Nope.
Well, you know what? You're right. That's a good point.
So what teams do you think? Let's go back. What tag teams do you think should be in there? Should we have a Hart Foundation induction?
Yes,
I think so.
I don't know if we can do it now because I know Neidhart's sort of
still people clean up for this thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. If they want to cash in on the Brett thing like one more year, they can do that. You know. What else? What else kind of sticks out to you? I mean, do you think somebody like Demolition? You know, or what? What are some very substantial teams over the years? Like, should we get the
Steiner brothers?
The Steiners as a whole?
Steiners.
Yeah, completely.
Yep.
I'm completely with you on that. Definitely not Scott by himself or anything.
I want Scott by himself just so he can do just to see what he says.
It'd just be ridiculous. Yeah. I could see maybe Terry Funk's not in there, is he?
Yes.
Funk is in there. I think both the Funks are.
Yeah, I think the Funk brothers are in there.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Hold on, let me check under the Fs. The Funks are in there. So
John Fun says
just
Rock
in general,
and Express.
It's him and
Dory, right?
I think so. Yeah, him and Dory. I don't know. It doesn't really give their names. It just says the Funks and it has their 2 pictures.
Now, do you about the Rockers?
I
thought about that too, because Marty Jannetty's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I don't think that team did enough.
But still, you have.
They never won tag titles. Well, they almost did that one time.
No. But I mean, you got to think about a team that was substantial for more years than most. Hart Foundation fits that. Road Warriors, Legion of Doom fits that. I don't know about Harlem Heat. Definitely.
Here's an interesting one. Besides the companies they're in now, do you ever see the Hardys in there or the Dudleys?
Yes,
Hardys,
all the above.
Dudleys, yeah.
All the above.
Yes.
Well, I don't think Edge and Christian go in as a team because they did enough on their own to set them apart. Right. But I think the Hardys go in together because I think the most substantial thing those two ever did was together. The Dudleys, the same thing. Regardless of what's going on now in TNA and everything, but I think there would always be a point where these guys come back around. Those guys want the ring. You know, those guys want that recognition. And especially somebody like the Dudleys have done so much as a team. I cannot think of another team in the last 20 years that were a team for as long as they have.
That's true.
Give me anybody. Hardy split off. very hard. Like they reunion. For
They
like
split
a
off
year.
like 3 times.
Yeah, and they did singles, but again, I think they can fit in there under their most substantial as a tag team. Them, the Dudleys and the Edge and Christian defined tag team wrestling in that era.
How long till we see Kane, do you think?
Jeez, when's he going to retire? He's like the
He's never
longest
gonna retire.
employee ever at this point.
So, when they induct the Undertaker, will they induct Kane as well, or?
I think Kane will be the person to induct the Undertaker.
Yeah. Because I think the person that would have inducted him is gone now.
Yes.
So I think Kane would be the one for that.
On a similar note, mainly about retiring and everything like that, the Undertaker, when he retires, he's going to write the greatest wrestling book anyone has ever written. He's been so heavily part of that company for so long and seen so much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be fantastic. I hope he's been taking notes his whole career because I can't wait to read it. That's going to be the best.
Do you think he's going to be the writer on that?
I hope so.
You think he's a writer?
I really do.
You think he's a writer? You think it's like there's this like quiet? He's a Mick Foley writing savant.
Yeah, he's obviously he's an intelligent guy, as we've seen from his normal day-to-day life stuff. I think he's got it in him because he doesn't talk about this stuff regularly. He doesn't do the normal public appearances because of the character. I think he's got it in him.
And you've had those docs. You've had those docs from like guys like Stone Cold from The Rock. Like, what was it like being Stone Cold Steve Austin? What was it like being Stunning Steve Austin? You never know. So how was it to be a dead man from The Undertaker? There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be huge.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. So that'll be interesting. I'm looking for that. Now you got me rolling on that. I was like,
so I got a side question.
Okay.
Who's the early predictions for next year? Do you think?
I think it's where they're going to be in New Orleans.
I
don't think there's any French Canadian or French Creole wrestlers that we want to stick in down there, right?
Rougeau brothers.
Well, that's like French Canadian. That's a little different. If they ever wrestle, dude, can you imagine they have a WrestleMania in Canada again?
Oh,
who they're going to line up for that? I think Jericho goes in at that point.
Yeah.
At this point, Jericho's an easy one for Hall of Fame.
But for Louisiana, I think there's a good amount of people in that wrestle in the Southern Territory days that I think could go in there.
I got a name. Jim Cornette.
You're going south. I can see it. Yeah, this is where you pick up all the South guys for sure.
This goes for Jim Cornette.
Think about the guys. Think about the guys going in this year. They're in New York City. Bruno's getting inducted in the same building that he sold out for 10, 15 years, right? Or whatever that number was. You got Mick Foley, a New York guy. He's in his backyard getting inducted. In the building where he saw Superfly Jimmy Snuka, he's getting inducted, right? Fits. Like, I didn't even think about it this way. Trish Stratus, screw it, she's Canadian, doesn't even count.
Doesn't count as a place.
Bob Backlund. Bob Backlund, when he was big, they were still running Madison Square Garden. I think he may have lost the belt at Madison Square Garden, all that across the board completely makes sense. Booker T, a little bit of the odd man out because he was like that half WCW guy. But, other than that, it's a homecoming for WWE in the long run. Like their advertising.
Wrestling Revolution says Paul Bearer, Bam Bam, Vince McMahon, Lita, Mr. T.
Yes, I agree with
Mr. T.
Mr. T needs to go in the celebrity ring for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't know, Vince. You think Vince goes?
I think they could.
I don't think Vince gets inducted until he's dead.
Yeah, dead or retired.
I don't think he would do that. Like as much, it'd be weird. He's like, it's your Hall of Fame. Did you select yourself?
It's just him sucking his own dick.
Publicly. I would not be surprised. I actually know it's too close down, but I would not have been surprised if they did kind of an emergency Paul Bearer induction.
No, I think they're definitely going to do Paul Bearer.
They did that with Edge one year, didn't they?
Yeah, but he retired like
a year before.
No, he retired like a month after WrestleMania. So when they brought it back around, they inducted him.
So they did the same thing with Guerrero.
Yeah. Yeah, the next year.
It's what they do, and it's rightfully what they do.
Yeah, Andy Kaufman. There's your celebrity ring. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm surprised Kaufman
sure.
isn't.
Especially Lawler got his ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would. Yeah.
We'll span it out.
Well, the celebrity ring is kind of promotional too. So what's Andy Kaufman going to promote?
Maria Menounos, you get into the celebrity.
Exactly right.
When
they're really hurting
but I
for
can
it.
see it.
Was Bob Uecker in there? He's in there, right?
Bob Uecker's in there.
Good.
Totally.
Good. They have a listing for the celebrity ring.
It's in the Hall of Fame.
It is in the Hall of Fame section. I guess I'm in Superstars under Hall of Fame. Oh, browse by Hall of Fame. There we go.
Bobby puts up a good point. Celebrity wing, The Rock.
Yeah.
He hasn't been in yet, has he?
Nope.
Well, he's still wrestling, so
he could get two. He could get 2 rings.
Why?
One for regular, one for celebrity.
I don't think.
I was reading an interview with him where he was talking about how difficult it is to juggle wrestling and acting. He's not juggling wrestling and acting. He's acting, and then maybe once or twice a month he doesn't wrestle.
Notice
he's not
the
juggling
camera,
shit.
The camera couldn't see it, but I was making a choking on a dick motion when he was saying that.
Now he's in a lot of movies. Okay, I gotta give him. He has a crazy schedule when it comes to movies.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, G.I. Joe was good. It was pretty decent.
It looks good.
Fast 6 looks even better. But if you're on like the movie set thing, the movies and the he's on, how many movies are coming out now? So he's on all the media tours now too. So that is a very, very taxing schedule by itself. Plus he needs to go and get physical at these wrestling shows. You know what I mean? He's training for WrestleMania. He's training for these matches because he's not doing this on a regular basis on top of his regular look good in the movie training, right? So that's, I completely believe him. Yes, it would be. I mean, if you did one of those things, it'd be taxing. Any of us.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
So,
but, it's not like he's Daniel Bryan wrestling. And I'm not using Daniel Bryan specifically, but he's not there every week, is my point. He's not wrestling every week on Raw. He's not wrestling house shows.
No.
It's different. It is different.
Yeah. For sure. But I think he's every right to be like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's like, yeah, it's a lot of stuff, So, do you have a Rock Boner Russell fan? Do you want to know?
Yeah, because that's what I have. I have a Rock Boner. He gets me so hard, I couldn't even tell you.
What's that, Riz?
Right next to his ACH boner.
Yeah, I have 2 dicks. They're separate boners, and they can only like a certain wrestler at a time.
So,
they're like opposite polarity magnets. They just push away from each other.
All right. Yeah. We don't do this too much anymore, but it is that time of the year, so we should do this, guys. Hold on.
We doing what I think we're doing?
What are we doing?
We're doing predictions.
Yeah.
Let's throw down. Okay, down the line. Let's do give me the list here. Of course, The Rock, John Cena. I think we all think that this is Cena's redemption match, right?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Like Carlins was talking about, we are tuning in to see the winner we know is going to happen because it makes sense and it will be justified and it will be sweet when it happens, right?
Both because it looks like, from the way it would make perfect sense, Cena getting his redemption, all that, but also, I gotta say, I think they're doing it again at WrestleMania 30.
Yep.
Do the rubber match. Why not?
I hope
Twice in a lifetime.
Only if it's in the cell, right? Undertaker versus CM Punk. Speaking of, it's got to be Taker. Who said it? Was it one of you guys or somebody in the chat or something and said that I want CM Punk to win? Somebody earlier tonight. I want CM Punk to win, but damn, after he deserves to lose. He can't win at this point. I'm sorry. Yeah. There is no way somebody goes that far and they do it and they justify him with a win. Okay,
I think there's a chance it could be Punk.
There's a chance.
I don't see that.
It is going to be the most epic, oh my god, finish if he wins it.
We've seen this predictability thing before with CM Punk when he defied the odds, though. Remember when he was about to leave WWE, and we were going, "Oh, they're going to put the title on Cena. Everything's going to suck now." And what happened? CM Punk won.
You know what? I'm calling. All right.
Sorg.
I'm calling, and I've just realized right now there's been a camera in my shot all night. Hi. I'm calling Taker wins after a dusty finish. Wouldn't that be nuts? Wouldn't that be the worst? Where Punk wins it.
I'm like 5 years old. Explain to me the dusty finish.
It's a screw job finish.
Okay. I could see them doing that.
It's every time when it comes out and you're like, oh, he won the title. Oh, he won the title. And then somebody else comes in, no, I saw him use the chair or pull the tights or something. Like another official or a GM or something comes out and say, no, restart the match. And then the other person wins it.
Wow.
They just did it at IWC this past month.
Yeah. They did it in the last pay-per-view match Punk was in.
Rumble.
You don't take it from him. I take it from him.
Exactly. That was a dusty finish, right?
I think if they had made this a casket match, then Punk would have. I think Punk would win in a casket match, and that would be the end of the Undertaker. But they didn't, and he didn't, so he won't.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm saying CM Punk wins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking.
Oh, he's
CM
putting
Punk.
it out there.
I'm putting it out there. I'm not going to put any money on it though, but I'm leaning towards Punk still because he's and he might do it again.
All right, let's go ahead. Alberto Del Rio and Jack Swagger. I think it's pretty obvious. Dolph Ziggler.
Yep.
Anybody?
I think there's a chance they could do it without Ziggler.
Oh no.
Let him hold it. What's the point?
All right. Okay. Outside Ziggler, who do you think?
Del Rio.
Del Rio. He kind of has to again. Kind of the same reason, you know. Unless they really have some mileage out of this Jack Swagger stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They really got to have something they want to do with that to keep going with it, right?
Yeah.
So, Big Show versus. I'm sorry.
Well, I think you did skip one. You skipped Triple H versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh, my cursor's on it, and it's a different color. Yes, the no holds barred. If Lesnar wins, Triple H must retire.
I don't want him to be Triple H, but I think it will.
It's got to be Trips. Trips
Zeus
coming back after that loss at SummerSlam.
Zeus.
What?
Zeus.
Zeus.
But no, probably Triple H is going to win.
Brock.
I hope it's Brock so bad.
I think it's going to be Brock.
I really don't see him going. He's in better shape than Undertaker. He could go for plenty more years, you know. So that's why I'm thinking Trips.
I think it's if he wants to go for more. They
all want to go. Let's be honest here. And even if he loses,
well, I don't know. Triple H is a different case. He has a really cushy office job.
I don't know if he like. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't see that guy settling in with an office job only. You know. Orton Sheamus show versus the Shield. They got to get it over on the Shield at this point. You know, it kind of needs to be, right?
Please give it to the Shield.
Please,
yeah, but who's going to turn on their teammate?
I want it to be Orton.
It's time for Orton to be heel again.
I want it to be Orton. I think it's going to be Sheamus.
I do agree with WrestleFan. I think it's going to be Sheamus on that one.
Okay, I could get into that.
He's the younger guy out of that could fit in with the Shield maybe a bit.
Or they're just going to have Big Show turn.
He's the better heel out of all three of them.
I think the more proper question to answer here is, sorry, fucking Alex. He's got the Vince hypnosis Fandango crush thing in the chat room. What the fuck was I saying?
Something about Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show.
Yeah, who looks better in a vest? Was my answer to that.
Probably Sheamus.
No, they're not going to put them with the Shield though.
No. They're not going to join the
like
Shield.
An aces and eights thing where it's like they're leading they're leading someone. They're just going to be dicks to each other.
Or they go cars. Or turns heel and RKO's everybody. And walks away.
Everybody turns heel.
There you go. Everybody turns heel. Everybody turns heel.
And the Shield are the faces.
It's a quadruple swerve, and then they Shield's face, and then see, we told you.
Oh, they all become bros.
They all
Everybody
make
gets
out
a beer
and
afterwards,
then
right?
Then there's a 6-way scissor.
That happens all the time. The turn
know
doesn't
how that
mean they
would work,
join
but-
Shield. It just triggers Orton versus Sheamus. Could be. Wade Barrett and The Miz Intercontinental Championship in the interactive pre-show. Interactive? How interactive is
I don't know
this?
why it's interactive, but okay.
Wade Barrett.
Yeah, let's go on Wade Barrett all the way.
I want to be Barrett, but it's going to be The Miz.
Yeah.
The Great Khali.
Ryback versus Mark Henry. It's going to be a Ryback show there.
Oh, I hope it's Mark Henry, though.
I know,
Mark
right?
Henry's doing so good.
I know.
Like, he's
That's
doing
what he
so
does.
great, and he needs this.
Yeah.
Like, Ryback, if he loses,
No.
he can still be Ryback
Henry,
and be awesome.
Henry does not need this.
He does.
He does not require
Henry
this.
barely needs the job that he has.
Exactly.
Exactly. Ryback does need it more, though, because he lost the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
He lost at Hell in a Cell. And
Elimination
he's
Chamber.
supposed to be this monster, and he's been not. He's not been a monster.
Carr says that they're going to have a button you can press to drop an anvil on Miz's head.
Oh, God, I hope so. Do it when he's doing his interpretation of the figure 4.
Exactly. All right, and the tag team championship, Team Hell No, Dolph and Big E. You know what?
Dolph and Big E.
I want
Big E.
Dolph to have 2 belts by the end of the night. Let's do it.
Big E.
That's what's going
Give
to happen.
Big E,
Do it, Dolph.
give Big E a belt because, as Big E pointed out on Twitter, he may be the first person ever to hold a main roster title and a developmental title at the same time.
Do it.
Also, Big E is just freaking amazing.
He
Like,
is.
my God.
Especially on his Twitter. Man.
Yeah, but not just on his Twitter. He's fucking amazing in the ring, and I'm so excited that he's debuting at WrestleMania.
How great is that, though? Can you point out?
Chalk Lesnar.
Chuck Lesnar.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. How great is that, though, that we do have a match there in that tag team title match that does circle back to WrestleMania last year?
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. The AJ and
That's cool. That's keeping continuity. I think it's good.
Yeah. I mean, it flipped the face heel thing, but still, it's been interesting. It's been
Also, with that match, I think Team Hell No has run its course. They need to split up, or they need to do something.
Holy shit! I found more matches. Chris Jericho versus Fandango. I think Jericho wins by Fandango. This is his big.
This is his
I think
push.
he'll have a good match.
This is it.
I think
how many new people do we have debuting at WrestleMania who's never been on the card before?
Never been on WrestleMania.
So many.
No. There's more. There's like 10.
You got Sandow. You got both the Funkadelics. I'm sure Clay was on there. He was on last year,
but he wasn't wrestling. He was dancing.
Biggie, Fandango. Well, Biggie and Fandango both wrestling for the first time at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania.
I still don't think this match is going to happen.
I think it's going to be a Daniel Bryan last year case thing.
It turns into a dance off. Big dance off with all the mamas from the Brodus Clay spot last year. And who else? The Shield are all brand new. So a lot of new faces. I like this.
A lot of new faces.
So
and then the last match, Tons of Funk and the Funkadactyls versus Team Road Scarlet and the Bella
doesn't
Twins.
matter this time. It's going to be the good guys. It's got to be,
Yeah.
At that point.
But it's going to be awesome, I think. I'm actually kind of excited for that match, oddly enough.
Giant disco ball. I can't wait. I want to see Fandango's entrance. That's going to be amazing. Look what they did in Pittsburgh.
I wonder if he does the zip line. We mentioned the zip line before. He'd be perfect for it.
Yes, that'd be great. No, he comes out with the Hypno Vince crotch.
When did Fandango start using Caitlin's music? What the fuck's going on?
I think they still throw in the Caitlyn AJ match.
No, they won't.
That's a shame.
I think they will.
They already put women on the show once. They're not going to do it twice.
Or she gets involved in the tag match.
Yeah.
They have 4 hours to fill. They're going to.
They have without the pre-show match. They have 9 matches already.
Do they have a musical guest of any sort?
Diddy.
Diddy
will be there, and he will be singing something.
Okay, I did not catch any of that.
Yeah, they announced it on Raw last night.
Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. There's a shot on here of Del Rio. Was it on the Empire State Building? That is a really cool shot. dig that. I need to go dump into some of this stuff here. Get excited. WrestleMania!
Yeah!
Yeah! Guys!
Yeah.
What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
Can I mention one thing before we do
No.
No!
No, because it is kind of important.
Nobody cares what you
No,
think,
someone does.
fan.
Okay, you're going to regret that when I mention this news.
All right, hold on. Let me cue you.
It was reported earlier this week. The tragic news that the son of Ric Flair, Reed Flair, passed away at the age of 25.
Yes.
He apparently was found in his hotel room. I don't believe where at. I don't believe. I'm not sure what city it was. The reports are saying he was found by Rick unconscious, and he was pronounced dead. So I just want to say quickly that our condolences do go out to the Flair family. It was obviously a very interesting and probably very taxing week for them. First, Ric Flair had to be taken to a hospital when he was at Raw because of complications with a blood clot. And then, obviously, this tragic incident that happened. So, like I mentioned, our condolences go out to the Flair family, and we hope them the best going through this very trying time.
Great job, WrestleFan.
Thank you. Now, everyone's silent. Let's break it up. What did we learn in wrestling this week, guys?
Were we doing a moment of silence there?
What we learned from wrestling this week, guys? Population.
It's WrestleMania.
It is WrestleMania. I learned that Bruno Sammartino apparently owns a bar on the north side that I don't know about yet. I can only visit it in my dreams.
Awesome.
That's it.
Riz?
I learned it's WrestleMania, bitches.
That's
it.
I learned from wrestling this week that Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes are the bestest friends forever. To the point
they wore each other's shirts.
They wore each other's T-shirts.
That was incredible.
That was amazing, and I hope they never split up ever.
Awesome. And I learned CM Punk will do absolutely anything when it comes to his character. CM Punk gives no fucks.
Nope.
Was it a
Paul
God
Heyman
of,
doesn't either.
That was a God of War moment with the urn stuff and everything. There was another comment from the son of Paul Bearer, right?
I believe
yeah.
He noted that the WWE came to them for approval on the storyline. However, watching it on TV, it wasn't exactly how they described it.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Yes.
We got a big WrestleFan. I'm surprised you didn't bring this up yet. We had a big return on Friday.
Yes!
Big
Johnny.
Johnny.
John Laurinaitis returned, and he was so amazing, and The Rock pooped all over him, and it was horrible.
And WrestleFan cried and went to sleep.
Oh my God, John Laurinaitis is the fucking greatest. I don't care what any of you guys say. He was the most in-depth character of 2012.
Yeah. You're like, what's he really thinking?
Yeah, well, he's Lumbergh from Office Space, like as a pro wrestling character. He was amazing, and there was so much like character depth with him. He's so awesome.
Oh, and I also learned that Great Khali had amazing stash back then.
Yeah, there's a great picture over on the Facebook board. WrestleFan learned.
What'd you learn, Sword?
I already said about CM Punk. Mad Mike learned that WrestleFan wants Johnny Ace and ACH in a three-way.
I would love that.
That'd
be amazing.
That Punk will now be known as Kratos. There's a wonderful picture of CM Punk using Sand Attack in the style of Pokemon to apparently lower Undertaker's accuracy. Also, Cars learned that Booker T is coming for Hulk Hogan. Mm-hmm. And Mad Mike learned that he's exactly a year and a day older than WrestleMania this year, and learned that I'd rather be a part of the Booker T party.
Yes, Rock Republicans.
Guys, it's the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Thank you very much. Hey, look for a future episode. What, the 16th, WrestleFan?
Yes, very special episode on the 16th. It's going to be a big one. Like, worlds are going to come crashing down. Our guest on the 16th is going to be none other than With Leather co-editor Brandon Stroud to talk about his upcoming film that he is writing for, starring former WWE star Dustin Rhodes. So look out for that on the 16th.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, guys, it's the Wrestling Mayhem Show. As usual, check us out, WrestlingMayhemShow.com, iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, Blip TV, Roku, YouTube, video and audio versions. Check us out at the email address.
Good times.
Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 412-206-WMS0. Check out the app, WMS Gold, on your iOS and Amazon app stores. Exclusive content and all the connections for the site. Of course, check us out on Twitter at Mayhem Show, on Facebook, on Google Plus. We got a wonderful Facebook group where a lot of conversation happens. Of course, keep an eye out to all our Twitters that are here on the video part of the show as usual, and linked in the show notes typically for everybody. And we have Google Hangouts and everything. If you want to join in on that, just message one of us, and we will point you in the right direction, we hope. So with that, this is Sorg for the Mayhem crew, for the Mayhem audience. Everybody have a happy WrestleMania weekend. It's our Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you guys next week. Mayhem out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait.